better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but
Just answer the question. You asked her a very condescending question, and now you're trying to avoid the backlash. You can't just throw sand in a kid's face and then cry to the teacher when they defend themselves.
And she didn't even answer the questions. I feel personally attacked now.
Shockingly, the host doesn't let her get out of it and pressures her to respond.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to justify her decision.
I
and
asked
she's
her if she was
asking,
happy. I didn't ask her to justify what her health issues now, or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly happy.
She doesn't. Ha! Did you hear how she answered that? Do you have any health issues? No, I'm perfectly happy. Not, no, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly happy. Which I guarantee is a lie. That not only is she not perfectly healthy, but I guarantee she's not perfectly happy. As a man who used to weigh 230 pounds at one point in time in my life, at fucking 5'9", I mean, I definitely wasn't morbidly obese, but I was definitely getting there, and the doctor was like, man, your blood pressure's getting really fucking high and all this shit. I can tell you that you, like, when you get to a certain weight and shit, you are like, you feel pretty fucking bad about yourself. You're like, how did I let it get this far? I'm depressed, and the food makes you more depressed, and the food makes you feel shitty, and fucking guaranteed, I would bet my life that she has a myriad of health conditions at that weight. There's no fucking way in the world that she doesn't.
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because of
No, I
my
know, I'd
size.
love.
Oh, you do. There's no doubt that you do. You're definitely ain't eating fucking steaks all day long. And either way, if you do, you're eating an insane amount. And that's a fact. Unless she's the fucking 1%, point fucking 1% of the people who have a thyroid issue, which is fucking extremely uncommon. And all these people who are super overweight now with their fat acceptance fucking shit wants to fucking make excuses for everything. And, well, one of the only really valid excuses is how shitty all the freaking American food is. And how not only is it all shitty, full of ultra-processed fucking seed oil garbage shit, but not only that, but it's marketed to you as healthy. Oh, whole grains, 6 grams of protein, and fucking, meanwhile it's got fucking seed oils and all kinds of garbage and sugars and salt and fucking crap in it.
To know.
It's not an assumption. All the evidence of your behavior is there. It's like telling people that you didn't eat little Timmy's birthday cake when there's still frosting on your mouth that you forgot to clean off. But alright.
Right. It's like one of those fucking influencers who are fucking jacked to the gills, straight up fucking, what's that idiot who's telling everybody, non-primal, fucking the Liver King. You're all up there looking like the fucking Liver King, pretending that you fucking don't take steroids and just eat meat. You'll get the same fucking treatment. So it's not like people are fucking just calling you out because they fucking people hate fat people or some shit. It's like, no, people hate liars and fucking manipulators and fucking people who are, their message is bad for fucking society.
Right. Let's hear her defense for why she's healthy.
Because if you're really healthy, do you have any joint issues or so?
Yeah. Look at how mad she gets every time somebody questions her out.
You're
I
completely
swim 2.5 kilometres a day. I walk, I exercise all the time. I am in a synchronized swimming team, and I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my...
It's not about your existence, you fucking dumbass. It's about your health, not your existence. That's so funny. So taking it fucking personal.
ability to live in the world in a bigger body.
Okay, but you said nothing about what you eat. You shifted to exercise.
Exactly, dude. You can fucking exercise like a fucking freak, and if you're still fucking consuming fucking 10 times more calories than you burn, well, guess what's gonna happen?
so you could avoid that question. Why would you be avoiding it if you ate healthy? If she actually ate healthy, she would be jumping to answer that question to dunk on anyone who doubts her. Then, of course, she says I swim. You know what? That's like the easiest form of exercise for obese people because there's less gravity to deal with.
That's actually really that's so funny. That's 100,000% true too, because I was just watching this video about how they fucking measure body weight body fat percentages in people, and one of the best ways to do it is in fucking dunking yourself in one of those fucking water chamber thingies, because your fat fucking floats and your muscle don't. That's a really funny good point. I mean, at least she's exercising though.
And excess fat makes you float better. By the way, I don't believe it all.
And also, like, as somebody who used to swim fucking 20 plus laps once a week, swimming is not as hard as people think. Like, once you get your form down, once you get your stroke down, once you become accustomed to swimming, you can literally just float and fucking glide through the water. You don't have to haul ass through the water to stay afloat. If you like, I think a lot of people maybe don't know how to swim and have never like swam laps on a regular basis. You can literally just fucking go 1, 2, 1, 2 with your arm, 1, 2 kicks with your legs, and then fucking float like 5 feet. Take a breath, 1, 2. Now I gotta say though, swimming still, even at that, it's fucking hard. And even when I was on a fucking shitty ass diet, well, not a shitty diet, like I would eat pretty good during the day, but I would definitely have fucking what's that great cookie place? Crumble cookies and fucking milk and shit for dinner. Dude, I looked probably better than I do now, and I've been on a really good diet for fucking like 28 days. So I'm not so sure, unless you're just eating a ton. Freestyle's fun, yeah. I don't even know the swim that I did, but it was just stroke, stroke, breathe out the side, stroke, stroke, turn to the side, breathe, stroke, stroke. And once you get in a rhythm too, it's like, but it's still fucking hard. But I definitely did see a lot of overweight people swimming, but I fucking never even occurred to me how they do float. That's hilarious.
That she swims 2.5 kilometers a day. I don't even think she's accomplished that once. I'm not a swimmer. But according to Google, that's like an hour straight of swimming for an average person.
Yeah, because 20 laps would take me about an hour. I would usually swim, I'd swim like 1 lap and come back, take like a 5-minute break, swim 2 or 3 laps, take a break, swim 5 or 6 laps, and keep on like, you know, kind of like warming it up and doing like a pyramid type set thingy for my fucking swims. And there was a lot of people who were great swimmers, way better than me, old people too, who would just fucking sit there and bust out 20 laps nonstop. Where I would always freaking stop and take like 5-minute breaks and shit, treat it like sets in working out. And swimming 20 laps would always take right around an hour.
If she had the kind of...
And even though I rested on the side, when I was going up and down the water, I was definitely not the slowest person.
...discipline that it takes to do that daily, then she wouldn't have trouble losing weight. But if you were so healthy, then why don't you, like, run for fitness? Do you even walk for fitness? You cut yourself off when you said that word, almost as if it was a lie. You wouldn't lie to us, would you, Kelly Jean Drinkwater?
Guarantee that she is full of fucking lies.
Wait, Kelly Jean Drinkwater?
Dude, I was just watching fucking the other day this dude who was on that 600-pound show or whatever the fuck. And dude, this fucking guy was fucking like 600, 900 pounds, literally like 900 pounds or something insane. And couldn't even fucking walk, had to be carted into the fucking hospital. And it was fucking insanity, bro, because the dude obviously couldn't feed himself because he couldn't fucking walk. So his mother, who was also savagely morbidly obese, was the one who was fucking supporting his habit. Not only was she supporting his habit, but when she came to the doctor's office, she and him both lied to the doctor and told the doctor that he only eats healthy food and that he only eats 2,500 calories a day. Which, like, it was just funny because you're like, really? It's just like somebody who does steroids, how much they'll fucking lie about everything. Or like, have you ever met a methamphetamine addict who's like fucking cracked out and fucking talking to you at 1,000 miles per hour, literally while telling you how they fucking are not a meth addict? Like, what the fuck, dude? And the doctor told them both of their faces, "You are lying to me. This is medically impossible." So then they made the guy stay in the hospital for 30 days. And when they made the guy stay in the hospital for 30 days and they gave him a 2,500 freaking calorie, he lost like 100 fucking pounds. So it's just crazy how these people will fucking lie, even to the fucking doctors, when their life's on the line for whatever reasons. Just because they want people, I don't even know, to be like okay with them being like savagely unhealthy. It's not fucking cool. And I don't give a fuck who says what. I'm not going to support the fucking fat movement or whatever the fuck it's called. The fat acceptance movement.
My God, her stage name is Drinkwater.
It's like, that's literally, you might as well say like the fucking unhealthy movement. The unhealthy fucking but I identify as it's literally I'm unhealthy but I identify as healthy movement. Oh, okay. Okay, as if we don't have enough of that fucking stupid shit. Fucking dude, so stupid.
It's always the fat acceptance advocates who feel the need to constantly virtue signal about drinking water to pretend that they're healthy.
What I eat in a day is a fat person. I then had some more water because I'm skinny and hungover.
I'm making a peach ring water. We're starting out with a Sunkist peach packet, and then I'm doing 3 pumps of cherry. I feel like all gummies have some kind of vanilla aspect, so I added 1.5 pumps of vanilla almond. Overall, this water was really good, so like 7 out of 10.
Thin people never have to prove themselves by saying, "Hey guys, I just wanted you to know that I drink water. I don't only drink soda all day." But anyway, these clips of Kelly Jean Drinkwater are from a 2013 Australian
Her last name is Drinkwater too. That's fucking funny.
broadcast called Fat Fighters. That time period appears to be a wonderful moment in TV history where a mainstream...
It'd be one thing if you were getting as strong as possible and doing cardio while being obese. Dude, even that is freaking like definitely not recommendable. There's a video from Eddie Hall, who's basically does that exact thing to become the world's strongest man, and he talks about how that process and that diet and that lifestyle he feels took at least a solid 10 years off of his life.
Media host actually pushed back on...
And that he was just in his joints were hurting. He was just high blood pressure, so much, heartburn, like...
some of the very dumb things that fat acceptance advocates say. Dumb things like this.
I just think that how the way the discussion is running is very indicative of the general prevailing attitude towards fatness and the refusal to even accept that potentially there can be other ways of living as in a healthy body.
Yeah, except that's scientifically untrue.
Yeah. I know, that's some weird ass shit, dude. Well, I can respect that. Well, yeah, he's doing it to accomplish a goal and all that stuff. I'm just... Yeah, no, me too. I like Eddie Hall, and I don't begrudge him for doing that. I don't even begrudge, like, the fat people. If you want to be fat, you want to live that life, it's all good. Do your thing. It's just like anybody with their sexual preference. I fucking truly don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever makes you happy. If it really makes you happy. But the thing is, don't fucking lie to people about it. Don't try to fucking tell me that you're healthy. And don't try to fucking tell other people that they should be okay with being fucking extremely unhealthy. And try to make it a fucking societal thing where everybody can just be fucking totally cool with being... Like, it should not be like a respected, a fucking a thing. Like, we should all strive to be healthy people. The more healthy you are, usually the more happy you are, like... But I mean, again, dude, fucking live your own life however you want, but don't fucking sit here and try to tell me you're fucking healthy. Like, that's what, like, that type of shit fucking pisses me off. I don't like that.
Sure, you can live in a bigger body when you're under 40. As far as I can Google, she was around 400 pounds when this was filmed, but was in her early 30s.
400 pounds. That is insanity. There's no way in the world she doesn't have so many fucking health issues. She's probably fucking... Dude, if she's not diabetic, she's probably on her way to diabetes.
So of course she's okay. However, the actual problem is that you don't live nearly as long as a thin person when you're 400
Bro, yeah, about a silverback.
pounds, and you're cutting your life in half so you can eat more poorly made hamburgers from McDonald's.
Pathological behavior is the proclivity to gain in the short term but lose in the medium to long run.
Right. That's a simple definition of pathological behavior. It's sacrificing your future for instant gratification or a short-term win. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Kelly because she's been out of the media for a number of years, but eventually she does mention her diet.
I just want to know what are you eating? Like, I just want to know, and I'll tell you what I eat, and we can work out.
So that's what it comes down to. Like, what you're saying
Well,
is
you said you do aqua.
incredibly, like, it's such a small equation that you want to know what I eat. I eat salad. I eat meat. I don't eat carbs because they don't agree with me. I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables.
She's so full of shit.
I'm primarily vegetarian.
No, you're not. Fucking lies, dude. Disgusting. Why would you lie like that? That's such a strange thing. You know what, too? My dad does this shit, too. He's, like, pretty overweight, and it's funny because he's always like one of these people who tries to say, oh, I eat fucking healthy and fucking all I eat is fucking nuts and fucking fruits and fucking and like I'm healthy, so I'd understand it. And I remember feeling kind of bad for him before. And then circumstances had that I ended up having to go and move in with him and live at his house for a while, so I was able to observe his eating habits. And I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? You definitely don't eat like the fuck you say you do. What the fuck, man? Like, it's all good if you're gonna eat like this, but why the fuck would you lie about it? Does it make you feel fucking better about yourself to pretend that you fucking eat healthy? Like, that's some fucking weirdo shit, man. You'd have to eat so many veggies. Dude, yeah, exactly, Kenny. Or, I'm sorry, exactly, Forrest. And have you ever Forrest, have you ever in your fucking life heard of somebody getting fat eating fucking carrots and vegetables in your fucking entire life? No. A big thing is, do you know how much fucking dietary fiber is in fucking fruits and vegetables, dude? You'll be shitting out half the fucking food that you eat. Even if you overeat vegetables. But you can still definitely get fat. But yeah, the amount that you would have to eat. So no matter what. Point being, right, Forrest? Point being that you would have to eat a fucking table's fucking worth of food.
Says I don't eat carbs because they don't agree with me.
Yeah, bitch fucking please.
And then proceeds to virtue signal about how she eats fruits and vegetables.
That's such a disgusting lie.
Which are full of carbs. Oh my god, she knows so little about food that she thinks the only things that have carbs in them are bread and pasta.
Yeah, and fucking candies and fucking ice cream.
And then she calls herself a vegetarian after saying that she eats meat.
I didn't even catch that, dude. That's 1,000% fucking right, man. That's hilarious, dude. Dude, I would love to see the deception detective, the guy who's fucking is a lawyer trained in speech analysis, to fucking go over some of the lies that fucking people like her make, dude. That would be fucking hilarious. Because that guy caught a good one. I didn't catch that. Maybe if you drenched it in... Yeah, that's a good point, Forrest. If you just slathered that shit in butter, dressing, sauce, and fucking other shit, and salt and fucking crap.
There's no primarily a vegetarian.
Even that, though, do you know what you'd have to fucking eat, bro?
You either are a vegetarian or you aren't. Just like with the exercise, I don't believe anything you're saying.
Bro, she's a meat eater, but she identifies as a vegetarian. People can just do that nowadays, and you have to respect it. No matter what.
At all. I've shown plenty of examples on this channel of people her size claiming to eat salad, but they dump like 500 calories of butter or mayonnaise all over it.
Yeah, Forrest. He just said it.
I mean, she's obviously pretending because she only mentions eating things that people perceive to be healthy. I eat salad, but not bread because bread is bad. Also,
bread is bad, though.
Watched Forks Over Knives on Netflix last week, so I'm going to say that I'm a vegetarian because that documentary made it sound healthy.
Yeah, being a vegetarian isn't even healthy.
No one eats as
generally
flawlessly as she pretends to. She's such a bad liar. Personally, though, I would rather pressure her on exercise because it's a lot easier to prove that she's lacking in physical fitness by throwing her against an average thin person in a 1-mile run than it is to monitor everything she eats. But I cannot stress enough that when fat acceptance advocates say that they don't eat that much, or they say they exclusively eat healthy foods, they are lying. Which brings me to my new favorite obsession, a show called Secret Eaters. I can't believe I only learned about this show recently.
Secret Eaters. My dad's a secret eater. That's some funny shit.
Because in my opinion, it does an even better job at exposing how much these people eat recently.
What the fuck, dude? What is this? The cameras. I don't know, but that looks like a vagina to me, dude. The Secret Eaters thingy? Does that almost resemble the fucking... Okay.
Because in my opinion, it does an even better job at exposing how much these people eat than My 600-Pound Life does. The way they do that is by putting cameras all around the house of the people on the show, have private investigators follow them everywhere, and recruit their family to tattle on them for 5 days. And then when they've told the people being
What? Oh, never mind.
in film that they stop recording, they continue to record them to see if they were cheating during the time that they knew they were being filmed. Let's see a little bit from an episode with Tracy and Kelly. A different Kelly this time.
I'm on my way to visit two lovebirds from Hull, 38-year-old Tracy Williams and 27-year-old Kelly Kane, who met 2 years ago at the local cake factory where they both work.
You've both put on 4 stone?
Yeah.
2 stone a year you've put on?
Yeah.
How much is a stone? I mean, it sounds heavy.
Wow.
2 stone in a year? Holy crap, that's like 28 pounds or 12.7 kilos.
Whoa. 30 pounds in a year. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. In 1 year. Damn.
Kilograms in a year. Let me put that in perspective for you of how much food it takes to gain that kind of weight in such a short amount of time. For the past 9 months, I've been bodybuilding. I started out with what's called recomposition, which is a method of gaining muscle that allows you to make gains while either losing weight or maintaining your weight. But honestly, I was already thin and recomposition took too much discipline, so I switched to bulking and cutting. For probably 8 months of that, many times a week, I was absolutely eating way more calories than I needed, even more than the 500 calorie or so daily surplus that's recommended for bulking. Some days I completely stuffed my face, particularly if it was a day where I accidentally waited too long to eat. I put on about 15 pounds in that 8 months, which would be roughly 22 pounds in a year. I'm cutting that weight now and I've already lost about 6 pounds of it, but holy crap. To gain the kind of weight that they gained, they must have been stuffing their faces constantly. However, that's not what they report.
Dude, yeah, some people literally just fucking graze on fucking food all day like a cow. And that's what I saw that my dad was doing. He was just fucking shoveling food in his mouth like all day. I'm like, man, you fucking... Like, you eat healthy halfway through the day, and you also never stop eating, and then at the fucking end of your night, you eat a big old fucking meal, and literally, you go from eating your dinner to then you'll go sit on the couch, and then you'll have a big old fat bowl of cereal, or I'm sorry, a bowl of ice cream, and then 20 minutes later, you'll lay down on the couch and, like, fucking take a little nap, fall asleep until you lay down and go to bed. I'm like, you just fucking ate food and fucking 20 minutes later you fell asleep. All that food that you just ate didn't get digested and is fucking up your sleep, fucking up your health, and it's just terribly unhealthy for you.
They said they eat healthy.
I'm eating like
A big thing that people like need to not do like, I've lost weight before, literally ate the same fucking food that I was eating previously, and the only thing that I did to lose weight was not eat before I go to bed. That would help a lot of people. And that's something that's like not talked about, is how important not eating before you go to bed is. It's like crazy important.
healthy cereals, sometimes strawberry granola, sometimes...
Healthy cereals? Please show me a healthy cereal. I'd love to see what cereal you are considering healthy. Because I guarantee if I read the ingredients of that healthy cereal, it's not healthy. The cereal might be marketed to you as healthy. The box might say whole grains and fiber and protein, but if you actually read the ingredients, it's chocked full of freaking garbage.
Muesli, eating more salads. I get like the light mayonnaise, but
oh yeah, sure you do. Sure you do.
it's actually extra light mayonnaise.
It doesn't sound like you're eating.
That's the other thing, though, about those extra light shit thingies and all those freaking non-sugars and stuff. Dude, when you get something that's like jelly and that says non-sugar, dude, they replace the sugar with other shit. And usually what they're replacing with the sugar is even fucking worse. Some people make dried fruit cereal. Okay, Kenny. Okay. I see you. That sounds pretty healthy. Can't argue with that. But that's something that they most likely had to make from their own fruit, right? Not buying from a box from a store. Because like almost everything cereal that comes from a box from a store is ultra processed garbage. And one of the things that I definitely want to cut people slack for is that, dude, and it pisses me off, is how much food is marketed as healthy. But if you don't read the ingredients and understand what you're looking at, you might think that what you're eating is healthy. Because, dude, up until like a month ago, bro, I was eating bagels, my bread bagels that I fucking love and I definitely miss. But when I read the back of it, it's all this shit, bro, and fucking sunflower seed oil and all this crap. And I'm like, all right. That makes me so mad because this bagel's all fucking marketed as like super healthy. Organic fucking this, that, and the other, dude. And it's not. It's crap. And I definitely started feeling better about a week after I cut that bagel-y bread shit out of my diet. I wish protein cereal wasn't like $15. Dude, I'll bet even the protein cereal, though, I'll bet if you look in the ingredients of it, it's garbage. You'd be way off. Like, why would you want to have a protein cereal? If you're looking to like be bodybuilder, looking for like muscle type shit, bro, just eat fucking eggs for breakfast rather than cereal. If you're needing the protein. Like, I just watched a video the other day of that. You know who Sam Celiac is or whatever? He's like that pretty popular buff ass dude on TikTok. And it was a thing where he was walking through the grocery store talking about like the shit that he eats and why he eats it. And he's like, dude, if you're looking to get protein, you don't really ever want to eat a protein that's not from a fucking animal. So either get your protein from fucking dairy, your milks, your yogurts, your cheeses, or fucking meats, your eggs, steaks, chickens, fucking pork chops, and that kind of shit. Yeah, this lady is not doing that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I've tried the dried fruit thing. Kind of gross. It doesn't stay dry. Absorbs the milk. Oh, you've tried that before, Forrest? Did you make it on your own, or did you was there actually like a box that you could find? The thing is, dude, I'm so skeptical. If it was in a box, I would want to look at the ingredients of the box. And if the ingredients said anything than fucking raw, dehydrated, regular ass fruit, no fucking salt, no fucking shit added, I wouldn't be eating it.
Eating that much, when you look at it, we dirt. But it's like, well, why am I so big if I'm not eating that much?
See? I don't eat that bad. I have total cereal for breakfast. Well, first of all, I don't think cereal is healthy at all.
Thank you.
Most cereals contain a lot of added sugar, and even if they don't, at best you're eating flavorless processed wheat instead of a natural food.
Thank you.
She said her cereal was strawberry flavored, so it probably has added sugar.
Added all kinds of shit.
Also, like I said earlier, she throws mayonnaise on her salad, which destroys the point of eating a salad. I in no way believe that she uses the low-calorie mayo every time she eats salad. Second, it was revealed at the end of the episode that she never actually eats the cereal. She just had it as an option to eat, but actually eats junk food instead. Which means, how do we even know that she eats the salad? Now, while they're filming, they asked the people on the show to make a food diary to get a baseline of how much they think they're eating. Let's see how much Tracy thinks she eats.
We asked the girls to complete a food diary. And according to Tracy's diary,
I'm gonna grab a glass of water. I'll be right back.
it's a mystery why she's not losing weight. According to Tracy's
let's read that shit, bro.
diet,
Big plate of spaghetti, bolognese, bread rolls. There's the bread. Big chocolate cream bun.
it's a mystery.
Okay, Thursday. 2 cups of coffee, dude. That's fucking gnarly. Breakfast bar. All those breakfast bars are total garbage. Energy drinks are pure fucking garbage and have a shit ton of sugar. 10 pizzas, or 10-inch pizza and fucking chips on top of that. Plus fucking milk. Bruh. Honestly, the amount, like that shit, she didn't eat a lot of food, but everything that she consumed was unhealthy. The breakfast bar, which was probably marketed as healthy, and she probably thought was healthy, because isn't it fucking illegal for people to fucking false advertise? Apparently fucking not when it comes to food labels.
Why she's not losing weight.
And 2 cups of coffee. How much fucking... Dude, you can make a cup of coffee have 1,000 calories if you're putting all kinds of creamers and shit in it.
She claims a lean average of just over 1,500 calories per day.
And now you might see why I never believe it when obese people report that they don't eat that much.
I don't believe it either.
Tracy recorded that she eats 1,500 calories in a day, which cannot be true, because that puts her at a 400 to 500 calorie deficit, meaning that she would be thin if this number was accurate.
Yeah, I've seen studies done where doctors, to prove these people wrong, and to prove to the news and everybody else, like what's the real reality of nutrition and dieting and everything is. And this fucking doctor, dude, straight up ate like Twinkies and donuts and fucking shit. Nothing but Twinkies and donuts and shitty food all day, every single day for 30 days. But here's the caveat. He measured it out, so even though he was eating purely shit food, the amount that he was eating was so small of that shit food that he was still on a caloric deficit. And the guy still lost weight. You can even eat like shit and lose weight as long as you don't overeat. Period.
However, what typically happens is that these people often have no idea how many calories their meals are, and I think that a different episode of Secret Eaters shows that best when they discuss how many calories this girl's chili dog meal had.
Corey started a hot dog chili meal with 2 jumbo hot dog rolls.
Oh, fuck, dude, I want a hot dog.
404 calories. She then added 4 hot dogs.
400 calories just for the buns. 4 hot dogs? Lord.
188 calories. On top of that, she added some tinned chili con carne, 2 tablespoons of soured cream, 113 calories, reduced fat grated mature cheddar cheese, 200.
Well, thank God the fucking cheese is reduced fat. Double decker, dude. I'm not gonna lie, fuck, dude, it looks goddamn delicious, bro. I've never seen a double decker hot dog though. I was honestly like, whoa, shit. I've never ever seen anybody put 2 hot dogs in a bun. I'd be like, what the fuck?
111 calories. That brought the total meal to 1,428 calories.
Obese people will often eat these super calorie-dense meals as a snack and have no idea of how much they're actually eating. But when they ask the person who made this meal how she eats, she reports that she eats super healthy. She cooks her own...
Dude, first of all, hot dogs are not fucking healthy at all, period.
...food.
She told me she always cooks healthy, home-cooked meals.
Most of the stuff I eat is quite fresh, like I love...
Why did they lie? What the fuck? This is such a fucking, like, normal thing for them to lie like that. It's I feel like it's because they don't want people to freaking look at them and like, they're ashamed. That's what it is, bro. They're literally ashamed of what they do. That's just insane. So they pretend fucking that they're not doing it, so people don't fucking fat shame them, or so they don't have to, or so like that girl with the skin condition. She was literally at the end of the show, she was talking about how, like, I don't even want to, like, hear about my condition. I don't want to think about it. I just want to ignore it so I can be happy. And that's definitely something that's going on with some of these people as well. It's a fucking denial, bro. I just want to bury my head in the sand. I don't want anybody to tell me how unhealthy I am.
Cooking.
Yeah, she
That and a lot of people are delusional. That's also a good point. And a lot of people, dude, bro, and a lot of people will blame everything and everybody else except for themselves. And that's just insanely typical. Well, I mean, I fucking don't do anything wrong at all. I eat perfectly healthy and somehow I'm fucking fat. I don't understand.
eats those hot dogs and chili fresh out of the can. Again,
Canned hot dogs? Lord.
can you see why I don't trust anything obese people say when they report how healthy they eat? You have Miss Drinkwater from earlier who has no idea what carbohydrates are, and this girl here who calls pouring things out of a can cooking. You didn't make that chili. Someone else did and put it in the can for you.
That's so true.
The ridiculous part is that chili isn't even that hard to make. All you have to do is throw ingredients into a crock pot and wait for a few hours. So she basically has no cooking skill. Getting back to the original episode of Secret Eaters, Tracy reported that she eats 1,500 calories in a day. How much does her partner Kelly say she eats?
Does she eat 1,500 calories a day and then lay down afterwards and look at her phone?
Kelly's diary shows a calorific intake of almost 2,300 calories a day, which is more than the typical daily average, but still doesn't explain her huge weight gain.
That's probably a little bit more accurate than her counterpart, but there is no
Why would her counterpart lie? That's some weirdo shit.
way she gained 28 pounds in a year from eating at a slight calorie surplus. There's information all over this show that suggests that their food diaries are incorrect, like shots of them eating candy bars, donuts or eclairs, and drinking sugary orange juice. Now, I've said before that it is possible to lose weight while eating junk food.
Dude, that's another thing, man. I used to eat juices. Grape juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, and I fucking don't know why. I just assumed that they were healthy. And that it was just like juice squeezed from, from those fruits and things, and that how can that really be that bad for you? Dude, first of all, even if you are just eating the juice like that from squeezed orange juices, it's just so much sugar. But then when you look at the fucking shit that you buy from the store, they add a bunch of sugar and shit on top of that. So it's like almost as bad as a fucking soda. You might as well just drink a Pepsi.
But because the sugar in candy bars and donuts is so addictive, it is very unlikely that you'll actually be able to eat at a calorie deficit while eating processed sugar. I think one of the best ways to control cravings while you're losing weight is to check the ingredients labels on your food and cut out all processed sugar and maybe mix that with a probiotic. That will make it way easier to resist overeating or binging. All right, let's hear how many calories they actually ate.
You thought you were getting through around 1,560 calories a day. We recorded you getting through...
How much do you think? What do you think? She said 1,500 calories. What's her actual calorie amount? I'll guarantee it's twice that much. I'll bet it's 3,000 calories. It's probably 4,000 though. Let's go in the middle. I'm gonna say 3,500 calories. Final answer.
Nearly 3,000 calories a day. Kelly, from your food diaries, you thought you were getting through around 2,280 calories a day. We recorded you getting through 3,650 calories.
1,500 calories a day, Tracy actually ate double that, and her counterpart Kelly ate more than 1.5 times what she said she ate. They also caught Kelly drinking 2.5 liters of energy drinks in a 4 to 5 day period.
Wait, how much?
They also caught Kelly drinking 2.5 liters of
2.5 liters of energy drinks. Oh my fucking god, bro. That just blows me away, dude. Why the fuck? I'm gonna say 3K thereabouts. Yep. Accurate. Dude, it blows me away. I've never drunk coffee. Well, I've drank coffee before, but I literally almost never on a regular basis drink coffee, tea, energy drinks ever. Anything that gives you all that caffeine and fucking taurine and all the shit they put in there. But dude, I used to work in a call center where people's jobs were like me right now, just have a headset on and sit in front of the computer and fucking just sitting in front of a computer typing all day, really not doing anything, hardly expanding any fucking physical energy. And how many people fucking for some reason needed a fucking energy drink to sit in front of a computer? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Imagine if you had to actually do something. You'd need like 10 energy drinks to go for a fucking walk. Like, what the fuck? And not only that, but like, dude, when you become heavy set, when you become obese, when you get fucking fat, your blood pressure goes way the fuck up, and that's bad for your heart. Dude, and then you add in this shit too? You might as well just do cocaine. Just fucking eat food and do cocaine. And how is you even eating all that food when your heart rate is spiked and jacked the fuck up so much? Bro, if I eat a Red Bull, like, I'm not that hungry. Like, that's some craziness.
Energy drinks in a 4 to 5 day period. This is the reality of how much obese people eat.
That's so unhealthy. That's just so savage.
And they were probably still on their best behavior for the show. With that in mind, let's get back to...
That's a funny-ass point, bro. That's a really good point. They were probably on their best behavior for the show and the cameras, dude. That's hilarious. What we saw was probably their diet.
The Australian show and move on to another fat acceptance advocate, Jennifer Lee. Now, allow me to apologize before I show this next clip, because I've shown this kind of thing a lot on my channel, but I just want to further stress how often this nonsense is said.
Julius, you're a fitness trainer. What do you think of Jenny and Dorothy being happy with their bodies?
I think that's fantastic. Are you healthy? Have you been to the doctors and they've told you that you're healthy?
Well, I think that's quite a loaded question, because I don't think anyone here who's thin is going to be asked that. So I guess that's what I would say to that answer, that we have to look as well at the assumptions that are made. And I would say you can't actually tell someone's lifestyle or health by looking at them.
Now, there is, for sure, I've seen skinny people before who are diabetic. And I actually knew this girl that I worked with, and her dad was skinny as shit and diabetic. And I remember thinking, what the fuck? How's that possible? And then she told me that... perfect face on that pause. And she told me, I got the same for... That's great, Kenny. She told me that her dad basically ate nothing but candy his entire life. And she said that she was like shocked one time that she went to like a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven. She went into the 7-Eleven one time with her dad, and when she went in there, the lady at the cash register referred to her dad as the Candy Man. So, like, yeah, people, just because you're skinny definitely does not mean you are healthy. But it generally does. And on the flip side, right, on the opposite side of the coin, if you're freaking as heavy as that girl is, there is no chance that you are healthy. There is no chance that you don't have any fucking health issues. Period. At least if you're skinny, there's a fucking chance. But when you're that heavy, no. You guaranteed have heartburn. You guaranteed have high blood pressure. You guaranteed have a ton of undigested food in your stomach that is preventing you from getting quality, restorative sleep when you go to bed. You also, when you are that heavy, and this is gross, but it's true, not only do you have a ton of undigested food, but a lot of that stomach that you're seeing is full of shit. Like poop. Feces. And that's a fact. And that's just absolutely nasty.
Yes, you can. That is precisely why you guys don't like people asking questions about your health or poking around your lifestyle choices. It's because we can physically see that you aren't healthy.
Right. You know, it reminds me of this. It's literally, in my mind, it's the same exact thing as when you can look at somebody until that they do hard drugs. Like when homeless fucking people get offended because nobody wants to talk to them and nobody wants to acknowledge their existence and nobody cares about them, when literally you can tell by looking at them that they do fucking heroin, that they do fucking methamphetamine. It's the same exact thing. I can look at your food addiction, your problem is so bad that I can look at you and tell what your problem is just by looking at you. That's how bad it is. That's how much you eat. That's how much drugs you do. It's the same thing like with somebody. You can look at somebody and tell when they're not getting enough sleep. They have fucking bags under their eyes. They have circles under their eyes. They have fucking blackness under their eyes. And you can look at them and you're like, damn, you look fucking tired. And have you ever said that to somebody? It's funny because you get the same response from people like that when they look tired. Have you ever told somebody who looks like they're fucking god-awfully tired that they look tired? They're like, oh, gee, thanks. I said that to somebody one time, not even really thinking about it. I just was like, hey, you look tired? And they go, thanks, you basically have just told me that I look ugly. And I was... I thought about it and I was like, Jesus, I guess you're right. So I don't think I've told anybody they look tired since then, because I was like, that's definitely a fucking insult and, maybe something that they don't want to hear. So, all right. But I'm like, yeah, they definitely look tired as shit. You look like you never sleep.
Plus, a major part of doctors assessing someone's health is by looking for what are called signs and symptoms. Doctors are taught to assess your health by looking at you. On top of that, you can absolutely determine things about people's lifestyle based on the way they look. Here's a picture of a guy who has a lot of muscle.
Right, dude, exactly. This is the same thing with steroids, precisely like the Liver King. That's why everybody was fucking up in arms about him, because he wants to sit there and fucking be on all kinds of steroids and pretend that he fucking isn't. It's the same exact thing. And it's great to see that a lot of these steroid influencers on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, they're getting the same kind of treatment. They're getting the same thing where people are like, bro, don't sit here and claim that you're fucking Mr. fucking healthy and you've got all the fucking answers to gain muscles and shit when you're fucking chocked full of literally, bro, 4 different. And it's funny because people who are not in the know, they think maybe even if they're on steroids, but what is steroids? They're hormones, so they just think it's like testosterone. Bro, there's 10, 20, 30 different kinds of anabolic steroids that people take, from human growth hormone to testosterone to freaking equipoise to EPO to fucking Dianabol to freaking D-ball to fucking insulin is even an anabolic steroid that people take these days. Insulin, dude. Insulin is one of those, look it up if you think I'm full of shit. Insulin is just one of the most powerful anabolic steroids you can take. And bodybuilders these days inject insulin, some of them, which is fucking insane.
The only way he can achieve this is if he exercises. Which means...
Not only that, dude, this guy is almost certainly on steroids, too. Here's the thing about people with fucking pronounced veins. It's like a serious indicator of steroids. Because one of the fucking side effects of steroids is that it increases your fucking vascular system. Your fucking... when you take veins, your steroids literally get bigger. Wait, what? Literally, though, when you take steroids, your veins get bigger. That's why when you see somebody who's got looks like they've got a hose buried into their fucking skin, and they looks like if you just cut their fucking vein, they'd bleed to death. It's like, yeah, dude, they're on steroids.
I can look at him and determine that he does resistance training solely based on his appearance. So just know that fat acceptance advocates have been repeating this nonsense since at least 2013, and we know it's nonsense because Jennifer flat out refuses to talk about what she eats.
Julie's asked you before, Jenny, what you ate, and you avoided the answer.
No, I answered the question differently.
But you're saying you're healthy. I want to know.
No,
if you're healthy, I want to know.
I said that I wouldn't answer that question because I felt that a lot of thin people would not be asked that question. We're being asked to just...
That's so fucking funny, because a lot of thin people wouldn't be forced... Okay, what does that have to do with the fact that people who look like you are unhealthy? So here's what she's saying is, I don't want to be asked that question. I identify as a skinny person. Thank you.
Justify and exist.
Because it's fucked up, because the same shit happens to me, you guys. I actually identify as a bodybuilder. I identify as this fucking super strong, jacked up, powerful, intimidating looking dude. And it's fucked up, man, because I go to the grocery store, I go out in public, and people don't, they don't even treat me like I'm buff. Fucking bullshit.
I'll tell you what
And
I eat. I'm
I
quite
will
comfortable to
just-
tell you what I eat every single day.
Whether a fat person's healthy or not is not necessarily the primary question that I think we should.
Yeah, they asked her what her doctor said, and she has been going on and on for 5 minutes without answering. Precisely, dude. Like, so you don't want to talk about it? No, because if I was skinny, I wouldn't even be asked that. Well, yeah, because if you're skinny, you don't fucking typically overeat. Hello, Earth the fucking obesity. This is logic calling. How you doing?
Focus on the whole time here.
Spoken like a true addict. Addicts are excellent at dodging questions and shifting people's focus so that people don't question them on uncomfortable topics. So know that when you're dealing with any kind of addict and trying to get them help, it is important to stay focused on the main topic and not let them distract you with an irrelevant issue. The only real information we have on Jennifer's diet is this.
Have you tried to lose weight?
Oh, I tried for 20 years. I started formal dieting at 16 with Herbalife and then onto calorie counting, light and easy, Weight Watchers, all of those.
It's just weird that they're all lying. There's so many of them that lie about it. Why does everybody lie about it? Why don't they just be like, no, I like to eat. I like to fucking eat. Like, I love eating. Eating makes me feel fucking happy while I'm doing it. After I'm doing it, I feel like shit, but I fucking literally don't feel like I can stop and I need help. Like, type of shit. Like, if that was somebody, like, literally said that, I think most people would be like, oh, like, you know, I don't feel, you know, maybe I don't judge the person so harshly.
Herbalife, the pyramid scheme? I don't know if Herbalife still does this, but back when I was in school, and during the time that this TV special was filmed, Herbalife was one of those scams where they pretend they are selling the product to the customer, but they're actually selling the product to the salesman and tricking those salespeople into thinking that they're entrepreneurs.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point about Herbalife. I watched a documentary about Herbalife before. The whole thing is, yeah, just disgusting.
When in actuality, they are the customer. It's the kind of company that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia parodied a bunch of years ago with their Invigoron episode.
So sign up for the Invigoron system today and take the first steps toward obtaining financial freedom. Invigoron, a business opportunity as rare as the Abani berries themselves. Now, Charlie and I have recently come into a rare business opportunity, and we were hoping you could clear a couple things up for us. Can you look at that?
It's a pyramid scheme.
That being said, you can tell that Jennifer Lee really does her research when it comes to learning how to eat healthy. She thinks that drinking a protein shake will make her thin. That's not what protein shakes are for. Protein shakes are to help you get your optimal protein intake when you're building muscle without getting a bunch of unwanted calories from fat and carbohydrates. If you aren't bodybuilding, you don't need protein shakes. Also notice that they gaslight people by saying things like, I don't care about being in a bigger body, why do you care?
And I would argue also that the majority of protein shakes are unhealthy. Dude, when I was in high school and I was trying to get all jacked and big and fucking crazy lifting weights, I went hard on the protein. I would try to eat 2 protein meals a day, like eggs for breakfast and like steak or chicken type stuff for dinner. But then like with every other, and I would try to consume about 5 meals a day. With every other meal that I had that didn't have animal protein in it, I would make a protein shake. And after like 3 months of that, and I was never obese. Like, I could show you pictures. Let's see if I have pictures of me when I was in high school. It doesn't look like there's any on here. I have one that I could upload, but anyways. Like, look at me. I was a skinny little fucker all throughout my life. Oh, well. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The point is that the protein shakes, after about 3 months, clogged me the fuck up. Gave me, what's the opposite of diarrhea? Like, it clogged my fucking shit up, and I couldn't take a crap. And I had to go to the doctor. It was so bad, and they had to give me laxatives and shit. and they asked me like what my diet was like, and I told them how much protein shakes I was eating. They're like, dude, you need to at the maximum have 1 protein shake a day. Like, do not sit there and eat all that protein shake shit. And I was like, oh wow. And as soon as I just stopped eating protein shakes, period, and they went away, and I was fine.
No, clearly you do care because you're using euphemisms, and you said you spent 20 years trying to lose weight. You also said this.
Well, thinking back to then, I was beginning to get those feelings that I was disgusting and ugly. And I wrote in my journal when I was 16 that I feared that I had the most disgusting body in the world.
Okay, so if you're overweight and don't like it, then the correct answer is to learn how to get healthy, not find excuses for why it's impossible to change.
Yeah.
I think this guy says it best.
Dude, yeah, that's a good point.
I wonder whether you think people shouldn't be big, as big as some of the people in this room are. Do you
Well, let's see what he says.
think that's the case?
No, I think it's up to everybody to be as big as they want to be, but if you're not happy with your size, don't try and make excuses and reasons as to why you are happy with your size when you're clearly in your head you're definitely not happy.
And not just that, but don't fucking lie and tell people, like, because all these people have said that they're healthy and that they don't have any medical issues. That's a fucking lie. And don't try to lie and pretend like it's healthy. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Yeah, I mean, who cares? You look around the fucking grocery store and anywhere you go, and literally, like, more than 50% of the people have big old fucking bellies. But don't fucking sit here and try to tell the rest of the world and pretend like it's okay and healthy to fucking be that way. I mean, I definitely don't think it is. If you want to live your best fucking life, you should really strive to freaking be healthy.
Right. Stop looking for reasons to not achieve the lifestyle that you clearly desire. But I think this next part is probably the highlight of all the nonsense that Jennifer says, which is where she tries to lie about the cost that obesity, morbid obesity, and severe morbid obesity have on the medical system, particularly in countries where the medical industry is completely socialized and everyone else.
That's one thing about Estonia. I haven't seen an overweight person. Really, dude? That's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, well, as I was thinking about, like, I would be really interested then, Kenny, to go into the Estonian grocery store and, like, look at all the stuff and see, you know, what all the foods have in it, or just people eating, you know, smaller portions.
Else is paying for the.
Because again, dude, it doesn't matter even if you eat garbage. If you eat smaller portions, it's scientifically impossible not to lose weight. Most people try to buy local stuff, which is probably more healthy. EU rules are fairly strict. Oh, that's right. I have heard that about the food there. Like, yeah, certain stuff that Americans allow, this straight up is banned in Europe, dude. That's one of those stupid ass things about America. It's just they definitely put profits over people, and it's really disgusting.
Consequences of you eating fast food every day.
God damn it, dude! I have to buy a new headset soon. It's so funny because I was just talking about how long this headset and shit has lasted me forever, and as of like the past 2 days, this right fucking thing, it goes out, so I can't hear anything out of it. Which when I have double fans and shit going on, it's really hard to hear, and God fucking damn it. It's really hard to hear, and then now it's all staticky and shit and fucking annoying. God damn it, dude, I'm gonna fucking buy a new headset. That's so annoying. Fucking headsets are expensive too. Ugh.
It frames fat as a drain on society, and my response is a lot of us work, a lot of us pay taxes. You know, we're not just a drain on society.
Wait, shouldn't it be all of you work? She's like, we aren't a drain on society. A handful of us have jobs and pay taxes. Now, excluding the people who eat so much that they can't leave their house, understand how this trick works. Jennifer is not a tax burden yet because she's still in her 30s. However, if she continues this pattern of unhealthy behavior, then she could easily cost the tax system 10 times what she put into it as she nears the end of her shortened life.
And that's a fucking fact. And that's another thing that they want to fucking pretend like, oh, seriously, obesity is like the #1 fucking health problem in America. So act like you're not fucking contributing to that fucking shit and fucking heart fucking tax and fucking all that shit, fucking vein diseases and fucking crap.
Now, every society is going to have some number of people who are dependents and simply can't do for themselves. For example, people with severe mental or physical disabilities. A healthy
I have both of the, wait, what?
Society will work to do what it can to decrease the number of people who can't fend for themselves. The issue is, though, that fat acceptance, as well as all the other woke shit, is taking perfectly capable people and turning them into expensive dependents that put a heavy drain on the system. I didn't show it, but the host of this show rightfully points out that it's okay for us to publicly shame smokers for their costs on the medical care system, and it's even appropriate for insurance companies to charge them more. But the second you bring up weight, that's when you're out of line.
If that's the case, then they should add in motherfuckers that drink energy drinks too, because energy drinks are freaking, dude, not healthy for you the fuck at all. Not even a little.
Everyone can lose weight. There's a simple equation. It's called energy in, energy out. If you're fat, you exercise, that's the energy out. And the energy in is the fat that you carry on your body. Everyone can lose weight.
It's really hard to explain.
I know it's hard, but the question was, are there people...
Yeah, look, you're all, as soon as he started talking about exercise, like fucking 10 fat people. Rabble. But it's hard. It's hard though, but it's hard. Motherfucker, life is hard. Get fucking used to it.
People that can't lose weight, and the answer to that's no.
That's actually not true.
Okay.
Oh no, how dare he say something true? Did you hear all the gasping in the audience when he said that? As I've said before, it's hard to fully blame these people, especially when there are a ton of health professionals like this next person who are out there not doing their job by teaching people proper weight loss technique, or they will just flat out lie to people about how unhealthy being obese is.
And I think, you know, the message that's not getting out is that we actually don't need to lose weight to become healthy. You know, I think we need to be focusing much more on health behaviours and helping people to have self-care.
So can you be fat and healthy?
What a fucking virtue signaling twat rag, dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean,
self-care.
Holy fuck me, dude.
Like not binge eating every day? Because if you're 500 pounds, you need to lose weight to be healthy.
I wonder how many times I have cussed while watching this video, and I'm definitely posting this reaction to YouTube. This is definitely why I don't get any more fucking views, dude. But I'm not gonna sit here and fucking not use the F word or whatever word I want to use. That's some freaking dumbass bullshit, dude. Like, everybody fucking cusses. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares, dude? Dude, fuck me in the ass and call me a bitch, dude. Who the fuck cares?
At the very least, you have to admit that this is a matter of scale, and no one who is 500, 600, or 1,000 pounds is healthy at that weight. Maybe you can gaslight people about 300 pounds, but certainly not 1,000 pounds. This psychologist has a number of horrible takes during this show, and this is why, and I think everybody should be careful about this, but this is why I personally am incredibly picky about who I allow to teach me or influence me with information. Because if you let the wrong people influence you, in the case of fat acceptance, it could easily cost you your life. Outside of fat acceptance, bad teachers will very often teach you the wrong information, and when it comes to skills you're building, especially job-related skills, a bad teacher can waste years of your time and really hurt your lifetime salary. Always be picky about who you allow to teach you. Ultimately, there are tons of people out there who have information about health or dieting that is flat out wrong because they get their health advice from mainstream news. The same mainstream news that is so bad at fact checking that they will tell you dumb stuff like eating chocolate every day will make you lose weight.
Dark chocolate is actually good for you, buddy. Thank you. How dare he?
Also, another thing that's pointed out here, and I hope...
And dude, you can eat chocolate and lose weight. I don't know if regular chocolate's not necessarily good for you, but dude, dark chocolate. Listen, this guy needs to have a talk with fucking Brian Johnson, dude. The guy who's literally de-aging himself. Just kidding.
Hope that more people learn this in the future, is that weight loss surgeries don't actually work.
Right, yeah.
Gastric.
And how fucked up, dude, how fucked up is that? That, like, instead of losing weight, doing what's right, reducing your fucking food intake, and fucking just having the willpower to fucking do your own shit, you just fucking go and have a dangerous operation done? And what kind of fucking shitty-ass doctors are fucking doing that, dude? A lot of doctors are really fucking shitty. They don't give a fuck. They just want money. That's why they became a doctor, so they can get a fucking high salary and then be looked at as, oh, you're a doctor. There's a lot of freaking dildo-y ass doctors out there, without a doubt.
Banned in 2000.
Dude, I've fucking told some doctors off before for trying to recommend me some stupid-ass shit. Like, I was all depressed one time and just talking to my doctor about it, and he's like, oh, we should get you on antidepressants and fucking all these pills and stuff. I'm like, what? Bitch, what the fuck? Like, for sure, don't recommend fucking exercising, don't recommend fucking therapy, don't recommend fucking diet, don't recommend a fucking better social life, and fucking don't recommend me to do activities that are fulfilling. Like, for sure, let's just fucking get on some pills, you piece of shit.
2007, and over the next 2.5 years, I lost around 50 kilos, probably 55 kilos.
The girl sitting next to her is so pissed. How dare you lose weight?
Then mine just basically stopped working, and I think I'd figured it out as well. I'd worked
How
it out.
had you figured it out? What do you mean?
Well, I'd worked it out. I'd worked how I could get food in that I wasn't meant to.
Yep. Eventually, most...
Unbelievable, bro. What the fuck?
people who get weight loss surgery will figure out how to eat around the surgery. At that point, they will either gain weight back or plateau permanently.
Unbelievable.
The doctors will even tell you that when you get things like gastric bypass. So
it's time to use some Ozempic.
Weight loss surgery doesn't really solve the underlying problem of addiction. It just sort of treats one of the symptoms very invasively. And the problem with stuff like this is that when you lie to people about how unhealthy obesity is, or when you teach them ineffective management techniques that end up not working, what you will eventually do is teach them to be helpless. Realistically, you only have so many attempts at losing weight before you plain just give up and get the idea in your head that you'll never be able to lose weight like this person here.
Right, or it's too hard, it's not worth the fucking struggle. I've been going through that recently with my fucking dieting shit and not smoking weed. But I fucking am like, nah, man, smoking weed ain't gonna fucking help me none. Eating shitty food ain't gonna fucking help me get out of fucking pain and discomfort and help me heal from my fucking injuries. So I just don't do that stuff anymore. Guess what though? It's just definitely not fucking easy. I assure you it ain't fucking easy. And every day I think about going and smoking some weed and buying some weed and how fucking how high I would get, and fucking don't make me even add in jerking off.
Dorothy, describe your body for me.
Curvy, voluptuous.
That's another thing, dude. Don't get me fucking started on the fucking BBW. Big beautiful woman. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, bro. I'll go on these dating sites and fucking the fucking words that these fucking fat people use to describe themselves are fucking hilarious, dude. Seriously hilarious. So fucking funny.
Carefree.
Thick as a fucking shit.
And just big and beautiful.
Aha, aha.
Have you always felt that way?
Have you looked in the mirror? Oh.
About it?
Not really.
But I tell that to people and tell it to myself sometimes in a fucking poor attempt to make myself feel better.
Because I've always been quite thin, but I've just accepted the fact that this is my body now.
What she said there was really depressing.
Seriously. Damn, lady.
She was rightfully unhappy about the weight gain, but eventually gave up because it was too hard to lose weight. She tried everything except for the things that work, and because she failed after a number of attempts, she decided...
Dude, that's a big thing. So many of them do that. It's too fucking hard. It's too fucking hard. Dude, you know what? It did legitimately it's fucking not at all hard, easy to lose weight. There's a lot of things that could go with losing weight that haven't even been discussed in this video. For example, because I've lost freaking at least 10 pounds recently, being on my freaking super strict diet, and this is also a scientific, well-known thing. It's indisputable. When you are on a caloric deficit, when you're in that process of losing the weight to get down to your body weight that you want or that you feel is healthy, that journey of losing that weight is not just about like being hungry, like literally semi-starving yourself, which is fucking not fun, which is not comfortable. It can make you irritable. It can make you fucking tired. There's a lot that goes with that. But you know what also being on a caloric deficit affects? And I talk about this a lot because I think it's one of the most important things people can do to be a healthy person is quality sleep. When you are on a caloric deficit, your body does not sleep as well. It doesn't recover as well as it does when you are on the calorie maintenance or even a calorie or when you're consuming slightly more calories. You'll get better sleep. When you're on a caloric deficit, your sleep sucks sometimes to a certain extent, and so like it's not fucking easy. Nobody said it was easy, but like again, life's not fucking easy. Relationships are not fucking easy. Like what the fuck? Very few things in this world. Everybody just wants everything to be so fucking easy, bro. And fucking Minute Maid, fucking fast food, easy, fucking don't have to do anything, don't have to think, don't have to fucking like god fucking damn, dude.
To accept that she's a failure instead of continuing to try to fix her health. This learned helplessness is one of the unfortunate realities of psychological well-being and self-improvement. If you fail too many times, you will give your brain all the evidence it needs to determine that you're a loser. And
that's also really true. There's something without a doubt, and I suffer from that to a certain extent. There's something called defeatism. And yeah, once you fucking had nothing but fucking tried to do things and endeavors and accomplish the goals and tasks that you want, once you've tried and multiple fucking different things and jobs and relationships and friends and fucking being a streamer on Twitch, and you just fail, you just fucking fail, and you fail at fucking everything, without a doubt you get defeatism, and then you just fucking expect to fail, because that's what the fuck has happened in your life over and over and over again. So why the fuck would anything be anything different? So if that's the case, what's the point in even trying? And so yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes with this stuff. There's a lot of psychology. There's a lot. It's not fucking, nothing. Very few things that are worth doing are easy.
And you'll stop trying. This applies to all skills. Fortunately, the flip side of this is true as well, and if you succeed a lot, you'll think you're unstoppable. And it doesn't matter how small the success is, you'll still get the psychological benefits of the victory. So it's very important that you do two things when you're new to anything. First, spend a lot of time researching and learning new information.
Facts.
That's easy because it's all on YouTube now. Second, and most importantly, keep your expectations low. When you're new to something, you have no idea what a reasonable amount of improvement is. You need experience to figure that out, and very often people's expectations are outrageous when they're new, like thinking they should be able to lose 50 pounds in 1 month. And when they inevitably don't achieve that goal...
Right, or even the opposite. Like, it's like a skinny person who wants to fucking get buff and goes to the gym and finds out in fucking after 3 months that they've gained like a 1 pound of muscle, and how fucking hard it is and how it's not easy. But then you still have all these influencer dickwads over here all fucking jacked up talking about how you can fucking gain anything no problem, and you're like, how the fuck, dude, does this guy look like that? How did he go through his transformation like that? When on the whole time just like the fat people, they're fucking lying. They're lying about the steroid intake. They're lying about fucking this, that, or the other.
Because it's not possible, they'll feel like failures and give up. Keep your goals small when you start out. Like so small that maybe for the first week of fixing your eating habits, you simply try to not gain weight. Or maybe you just try to go 1 week without binge eating. Keep the goal small, and after you succeed and better know what expectations to have, you can make the goal progressively more difficult. So if you've tried to lose weight over and over and failed every time, or if you failed at learning any other skill